you know, just so that they realize what that is, and they think about that, and they'll be proud of themselves. I mean, if you tell them that they did something good, I mean, they're usually proud of themselves when they did. So talk about those kind of things, and like I said, be a role model. And so when you take your lunches, you know, just kind of do watch what you take. I mean, if you take something that's not so good and they see that, they're going to notice that. And you don't. Those are the kind of little things that you don't really think they pay that much attention to, but they do. So kind of, you know that they're watching everything you do. So, you know, food is no different. I know you've all heard the word metabolism before. Metabolism is just kind of a big word for the way the body uses the food that you take in. You eat food, you take it in, it breaks it down, it digests it, it absorbs it. At the rate at which it does that is your metabolic rate. You want your metabolic rate to be as high as possible all the time. Because the higher your metabolism is, the more efficiently your body can burn calories. Your body just works better when your metabolic rate is higher. The way to get the metabolic rate higher is to create movement in some way. You can exercise is the most obvious way. Anytime you exercise, you do aerobic exercises. You know, maybe make your heart beat really fast, have a happy heart, use more oxygen. Those exercises are really going to burn a lot of calories. Another way is just to be active throughout the day. I mean, for somebody who sits in a chair, you know, behind a desk all day versus moving around, and all of you are teachers, so I know you don't just sit behind a desk all day. But anyway, your metabolism is going to be higher than somebody who does do that because you're just more active. Another way to increase your metabolic rate is to eat. So that's one reason that schedule that I talked about earlier is so important. The more you eat, you're creating movement when you eat. You don't really realize it because it's inside your body. But I mean, think about what all your body's doing when you do that. It's busy working, breaking it down, digesting, and all that. So that raises your metabolic rate. And so that's why it's good to eat frequently all throughout the day. So in almost all meal plans that I make, I suggest 3 meals a day with a mid-morning snack, mid-afternoon snack. Don't recommend a bedtime snack usually unless there's a medical condition that makes it necessary. Because when you go to bed at night, your metabolic rate drops to its lowest. It just, you know, maybe going just enough to keep you alive while you're asleep. But you burn very few calories at that time. So anything that you eat right before you go to bed, a lot of those calories, a large percentage of those calories are going to stay with you. You're just not up and active and moving around enough to make them, you know, to burn those calories off. So you don't want to eat too much at night. So I know at school you probably have set times when you eat, and you know they're probably spread throughout the day. So just know, and that's a good way to get the kids used to it. And talk about those kind of things too. Say, okay, it's snack time. You know, this is talk about that. This is the time we eat, and we have to. It's good for our bodies to eat frequently. But say those kind of things so they know why we're doing it, and hopefully what you're eating is healthy, and you can talk about how healthy that is. But anyway, getting our metabolic rates higher, so making those kids move in some way and making ourselves move, and you move with them. I mean, don't just stand there and make them move. You move with them. It's good for you, and they're going to do it and think it's a whole lot more fun if you do it with them. And then the sillier you are, the better. I don't hire anybody that can't be really, really silly. So anyway, so that's what we're trying to do with ourselves and with our kids. Get their metabolic rate up. And the way to do that is to move. You got to move their bodies, and you got to eat. You got to eat frequently. Let's see, some of the consequences of these statistics, and I'm sure you've heard most of these: cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, type 2 diabetes. We used to never see type 2 diabetes in children. They've had to change the name of it. It's not even called child onset, adult onset. It's called type 1 and type 2. Type 2 is the kind that is most related to obesity, and that's so much more prevalent in kids. So we see kids all the time with type 2 diabetes now. Also leads to things like sleep apnea and asthma, fatty liver, those kind of things too. And then just psychosocial issues. I mean, I mentioned earlier that there's so much obesity in Mississippi that some people just don't think they, really stand out that much. But there are a lot of kids that do, and there are a lot of kids in schools that just have a low self-esteem because they're overweight and they just don't feel that they're good enough because of that. So there's those consequences as well. So what do our kids need to eat? There's the Food Guide Pyramid that you've all seen, and mypyramid.org is a great website to go to get tons of information. There's lots of information specifically for kids on there. So it's mypyramid.org. And there really is tons of information on there. But the thing that we talk about the most in Stretch and Grow is colors. The colors of your food. Try to eat a rainbow. Make as many colors as you can. When you look at your plate, that's why I said earlier, we talk about the colors, and you want as many colors on there because you get different nutrients from different types of foods, and even among the vegetables, you get different nutrients among the orange ones and the yellow ones and the green ones and the red ones. So as many colors, and that's something that kids can relate to a whole lot. So talk about the different colors on there, and then you've got materials that talk about like what vitamins and what. Talk about those kind of things too. They pick it up. We have. In our Stretch and Grow curriculum, we have part of our curriculum is dedicated to nutrition, and they pick up on it. I mean, you know how kids pick up on things quicker than we do a lot of times. So when you say those things, they'll pick up on it. Portion sizes are really, really important. I hear a lot. I've heard a lot of people comment on portion sizes that daycares give. Because you got your picky kids out there, and then you got your kids out there that want to eat too much, and so you got to try to find the middle. But portion sizes really aren't that big, especially compared to what people perceive as normal portion sizes. You do want to make sure they get all the food groups in. They need their fruits, their vegetables, their milks, their meats, and their bread group. So a good variety of foods, and then the right amounts. And I'm just going to kind of give you an idea, just in case sometimes it blows people's minds, but just to kind of give you an idea of what serving sizes are for different age groups of kids. For 2 to 3 year olds, milk is 2 cups a day. So, that would be of course spread out throughout the day. Meat, 2 ounces for the whole day. It's really not, it doesn't seem like that much. And to kind of give you an idea about how much 2 ounces is, if you look just at an average woman's palm of your hand, about that width and that thickness, that's about 3 ounces. Also a deck of cards, that's about 3 ounces. So 2 ounces, of course, is going to be a little bit smaller than that. So that's the amount of meat they need for the whole day. This is, again, 2 to 3 year olds. Vegetables, 1 cup a day. So if you give them a fourth a cup of vegetables, or fourth to half a cup or whatever of vegetables at a meal, it doesn't look like very much when you put it on a plate, but for a kid, that's good. And a lot of people think their kids are so picky and they won't eat anything, they just eat a few bites. In a lot of cases, they really are eating enough. But parents, it just looks like such a small amount to the parents, they really don't think their kids are eating enough. And then you got your kids that are eating too much too, so you got to find a balance. But let's say fruits, again, is 1 cup for the day. Grains or bread is 3 servings, and those servings for that group can vary a whole lot. I mean, if it's something you can dip or pour, it would be about a half a cup, and then and if it's bread, it would be like 1 slice of regular sliced bread. Fats or oils is 3 teaspoons for the whole day. And then in the age group from 4 to 8, ages 4 to 8, it's a little bit higher. The milk group would be 2 to 3 cups. Protein or meats would be 3 to 5 ounces. Vegetables is 1.5 to 2.5 cups for the whole day. Am I going too fast? Vegetables is 1.5 to 2.5 cups. Fruits is 1 to 1.5 cups. 1 to 1.5 cups for fruit. Grains or breads is 4 to 6 servings. And fats or oils is 4 to 5 teaspoons for the whole day. So I don't know what your, if that's a lot different than what you thought or not, but a lot of people, since you're teachers and you work in a school, it may not seem so different to you, but most people kind of think, I mean, I've heard people say that daycare just doesn't feed those kids enough. And they're real, I mean, they're going about it. For the 4 to 8 year old, 1 slice of bread is a serving. And if it's like cereal or rice or pasta or something like that, about half a cup would be a serving. So anyway, just to kind of give you an idea.